Hey, how you doing? Duff here, and just wanted to make hopefully a rather quick video. And as you can tell by the title, it may be confusing to some people, but I wanted to address something that came out of the video that I posted on Sunday, which I thought was a real feel-good video, lots of fun, had a great time riding the one wheel around Greenway. And what it was a comment that turned into a string of comments from a commenter. I won't mention his name, just because I don't know if he wants me to or not. But basically, the comment was pretty pointed, I would say. And in the gist of it, let's see. I guess let me just review it just to make sure that I'm speaking as correctly as possible. Basically, he had issue with the way that I'm portraying the one wheel, I guess. And he used phrases like I had an intense lack of understanding of this board, and primarily, specifically pushback. And see, I'm not sure how familiar he is with me or with my channel, because I thought that was an odd comment. Because if he knew anything about my channel, he would know that I've had EUCs for 2 years. I've probably ridden a couple thousand miles on EUCs, and EUCs use a very similar, if not identical, method to speed limit, except they call tilt back on an EUC as opposed to pushback, with the end goal being the same, to limit the speed of the rider before they can overpower the capabilities of the wheel. And if a rider happens to push it to that degree, the wheel will fail, can shut off. And there's been lots of pretty dramatic examples of that on various people's channels with EUCs, and I've seen it with one wheels as well, where people have ridden past the pushback and they nosedive and face plant, and in some situations get hurt badly. And I'm very aware of that. I've talked about it multiple times on my channel, about how I don't support people that ride that way, just because not only could they hurt themselves, but depending on the situation, they could hurt others. If their board cuts out and they're in a crowded area, or there's other obstacles around, the device could hurt somebody else or damage somebody else's property. So to me, that's just not a good situation to put yourself or potentially others in. But anyways, my point, and that's why I was so taken back by the comment, because it didn't seem to, I don't know, like I said, maybe he just didn't see enough. One other thing that was off-putting about the comment was he said that and this is kind of odd, he offered up his commentary, but he led off the comment saying that he didn't watch the video. I guess he's watched some of my other videos, and based on the other videos, he already had a predefined conception in his head of how I viewed the one wheel, or how I viewed the pushback safety feature. And again, I thought that was kind of odd, and I pointed that out. And I tried to be as cordial as possible. I wasn't going to get into a pointless back and forth about things, but I was trying to understand why he would think that, because basically he was saying that I was putting out dangerous information regarding the one wheel, and I guess his impression was that I thought the pushback shouldn't be there. He said I didn't understand it, and more or less what I was putting out there was potentially encouraging people to go faster than pushback and to ignore pushback, which I didn't really see that connection. I'm not really sure where he got that from. And he did point out some things that I did not know, because obviously I've only owned a one wheel for a little over a month. I have a lot of experience with EUCs, not with one wheels. So I've read a lot about them. I've watched a lot of videos, but obviously I don't know the board inside and out, and I'm very fine with admitting that. So what he pointed out was, and again, I don't know if he ever went back and watched the videos, but he said how the other modes, he's basically of the thinking that you should use no mode other than mission for the majority of your riding. And what he said as an example is like if someone uses the beginner mode, Sequoia, which is speed limited, and he described it as being power limited as well. It has the pushback, the top speed in Sequoia mode is 12 miles an hour. He said that I guess there's been examples of people hopping on the board in beginner mode Sequoia and then trying to do like aggressive carving or whatever, And in those situations, or not always, but I guess in some situations, the board is actually cut out on people doing that. And he connected that with it being in Sequoia mode. And again, I'm not quite sure how what I was saying equated to ignore pushback, go as fast as you want, in any mode you want. Don't worry about it. Don't be cautious. Just go for it, man. Because that's certainly not the way I ride. As I mentioned in the video, the fastest I've gone on my one wheel, according to the app, is 16.9 miles an hour. Pushback starts at 15, and the posted top speed by Future Motion is 19. And everybody knows that depending on the circumstance, you can actually go into the low 20s on the thing. Of course, you're rolling the dice if you do that, and I certainly would not recommend it. But it has capabilities beyond that. And like I said, I did not see how in any way I was encouraging people to be reckless about pushback, and I didn't think that, although I'm not extremely knowledgeable about the one wheel, I do have a lot of experience with personal electric transportation devices. I have a Segway i2. Even the good old Segway i2, it uses a pushback method to slow you down when you hit top speed. So yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it. But anyways, I wanted to, if in any way that I was portraying to people that pushback is a negative thing and you should just ignore it and whatever you can do to get around it is a good thing, I'm not. Okay, that's not what I think. That's not what I condone. That's not what I would advise anybody to do. The only thing I said about pushback was it was annoying to me because I was comfortable with the speed I was going at in Mission, and in Mission the pushback felt overly in your face. And what I discovered when I was riding Delirium on Sunday was the pushback. It's still there. It's obvious. You can still feel it, but it's not quite as obtrusive to the riding experience. I still know that I'm going over 15. I still know I need to slow down, but I didn't feel like I was rocking on a boat all the time like I do in Mission if I'm riding around that speed. So that was really my only point. So again, I apologize if people mistook that. I haven't seen any other comments that would back up this person's opinion. I've never heard that from anybody, that they thought I was suggesting reckless behavior on a one wheel, but he was. So, and I tried to tell him that even though I don't agree with him, I'm not the type of person that wants to censor somebody. I don't want to beat them down. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone has different thoughts about different subjects, so I fully support that. And I welcome his opinion. He has since gone in, and I believe he's deleted those comments. So I don't know if he deleted them because he did say that he felt badly, I guess, about the way that he initially came off. It was kind of, I would say overly aggressive and not really necessary. But it's fine. I have thick skin. I don't get offended easily. So, but anyways, the point of this is just to say, if I misled anybody to think that it's okay to ride in an unsafe manner, ignore pushback, ignore the limitations of the one wheel, do not do that. It's bad for you and potentially bad for others. So that's it. I'm going to be doing a video shortly outlining the testing of my foot pads based on some feedback I got from one wheel support. So that'll be maybe perhaps more interesting. But again, I just want to get that out there just to clear things up, and hope you have a good time on your one wheel. If you found this video interesting, boring, feel free to let me know if it's boring and stupid. You don't care. Most people that watch one wheel videos want to watch people riding one wheels, not talk about them. So, but well, maybe I'll put some. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll insert some riding footage as I am talking. That'll help, right? But anyways, if you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, oh, by the way, I did get over 4,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that has subscribed. I'm going to be doing an official thank you video like I did with my 3,000 subscriber video several months ago. And I don't know, I'll have some ideas to make it kind of interesting or funny or whatever, but that'll be coming out pretty soon. And feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, or thoughts on this matter below. I'm happy to... as long as you're reasonable with me, if you post a comment that has obscenities and is inane and just makes no sense, I probably won't delete it, but I'll just ignore you, or I don't know, yeah. Unless it's really vulgar, and then I'll probably just delete it, and I might block you. But usually I just let, ignoring people that troll you usually is the best way to annoy them. So that's usually what I try to do. So okay, let's see, how long have we been rambling? 10 minutes? Okay, I guess that's long enough. Thanks for watching, and until next time, duck me now.